I left a 10-year relationship. I was 33 when I finally had the strength to leave a relationship that wasn't good for me. And my life is so much more peaceful. I have less anxiety. I'm in a better headspace. I'm more disciplined. Just so much good has come out of it. So many opportunities have opened. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Edlyn France, the reality check coach. Now, chances have it that if you've clicked on this video, you're probably in your 30s, you've probably left a relationship recently, a long-term one I'm assuming, and you're feeling a bit stuck, you're feeling a bit worried, you're feeling like, have I made the right decision? Am I ever going to find love? Should I just go back and, tough it out? Is it that bad really? Will I ever find better? Will I be okay on my own? You're probably just going through so many emotions, thinking so many things. And I'm here to say you will be okay. And how do I know that? Because I left a 10-year relationship. I was 33 when I finally had the strength to leave a relationship that wasn't good for me, a relationship that brought me a lot of stress, a lot of pain. And I had those doubts. I'm 33, I'm about to be 34. Should I leave? There was a lot of back and forth for a couple of years because of that same doubt. But then when I think about it, if I had left a couple of years before, like when I was 30, let's say, I would have been younger when I left, So that battle just went on for long and in turn made those worries stronger because I was older now and I was thinking, okay, now I'm 31, now I'm 32, now I'm 33. The relationship never got better. So I know I made the right decision because peace is better than pain. Peace is better than staying in a relationship for clout. Peace is better than that fancy wedding that ends up in divorce. Okay. So I just want to give you some tips from experience how I managed to push through, because that's what it is. It's going to be pushing through. It's going to be a hurdle. Number one, take accountability and start being honest. Okay. You need to take accountability for where you went wrong in a relationship. Because you leaving a relationship, yes, there's probably reasons and things that are warranted because the other person did something wrong or so on and so forth. But it takes two to tango, it really does. And you did things wrong too. Maybe you stayed longer than you should have. Maybe you said you forgave, but you really didn't. Maybe you put up with things that you shouldn't have put up with. Those are you things. You have to take accountability for that. We can put the blame onto someone else and say, you did this, you did this, you did this. But what did we do in response to that? How did we handle those things? Did we say, okay, those are red flags and I know I can't deal with that, so I'm going to leave? Or did we stay and endure and fight and complain about it? Because once you fight and complain, that also adds turmoil, adds stress and pressure to a relationship. So we need to understand those things. Do I need to get to know myself more? Do I need to get to know what I can tolerate? Do I need to get to know how I handle conflict? Do I need to get better at conflict? Do I need therapy? Do I have traumas that, have been undealt with? Do I need therapy for those? It's really important to take accountability for where you went wrong, because without accountability, you can't fix it. You can't come back better. And that ties in with honesty. Be honest with yourself about what went wrong. Be honest with yourself about what you can handle. Because going into a next relationship, don't tell yourself that you can handle the same stuff you just went through and end up in the same situation you are in today. Be honest with yourself that when someone comes with certain red flags, that might not be red flags to everyone, but they're red flags to you, be honest with yourself about it. Say, do you know what? To me, I can't handle this. So I'm not going to involve myself in this. And if you step into a relationship with someone that has red flags, especially men, they're not very good at hiding their red flags. They are usually waving it right in your face. And you decide to stay, you're going to have to take accountability for that when that goes wrong. You can't point fingers when you were clear on what you were getting yourself into. Face the reasons why it fell apart. Face them head on. Write them down. Understand. That is where growth will come from. Number two, invest in yourself. Okay, you're out of the relationship now. It's time to focus on you. It's time to be selfish. If anybody tells you that you're selfish during this time of healing, you're doing something right. Invest in yourself. Find your passions. Find what you love. For me, I was in a relationship for 10 years. You can imagine, I was 23 when I met him and I left at 33. I was not the same person. So part of my investing was getting to know me, getting to understand this new me. And I knew myself already. I think that was some of the reasons why I left, because I wasn't the same person that could handle some of the stuff I was dealing with him when I was younger. I wasn't that same person. I had grown, I had evolved, I had changed. I liked different things. I could tolerate different things. So I had to get to know myself. So investing in yourself can also just mean discovering yourself, having that time with yourself, having that time with you. And that's what I mean by being selfish. Focus on you. Focus on what you like. What do I like now? I'm not with him anymore. What do I like? How do I like to spend my nights? How do I like to spend my weekends? How do I like to spend my holidays? Where do I like to go? What do I like to do? And do those things. What dreams have I been putting on hold? What businesses have I been dreaming about that I can start now because I have the free time? Because you do have free time now. Relationships take a lot out of you. Now you have the time. What can you use that time for that benefits you, that improves you, that occupies your time? Because staying busy is key. What can you do? You're in your 30s. This is the best time because you're less worried about what others think. I know I don't. I don't care what anyone thinks now. I started my YouTube in my 30s. This was part of my investment in myself. What do I want to do? I've done radio in the past. I did podcasting in the past. When podcasts started to boom, I already had a podcast that was on YouTube. But what was I? Not consistent. What did I do? Focus on my relationship, focus on someone else, instead of focusing on me and building myself up. So this is a time to find your passions, find your goals, find your dreams, find those things. And if you don't know them, take your time and find them. And if you do know them, start working on them today, right now. After this, of course, when I finish, I'll be finished soon. Number 3 is nurture the relationships that are in your life. Nurture the relationship that already exists. Your friends, your family, the people that mean the most to you. Chances have it that those relationships are a bit lacking right now. That's not for everyone, but oftentimes when you're going through stressful relationships, toxic relationships, or when you're consumed with someone else, the other relationships in your life do suffer. This is a great time to rebuild those relationships. Remember that those people are there before your partner and after. That's also a great way to occupy your time. Do more things with them. I know that I invested so much love, so much energy into my partner. I was lacking in my friends and family. Not extremely, but he was priority. And that does happen in relationships, your partner. But I think really and truly your husband should be your priority, not just a boyfriend. But it does happen, of course. But rebuild those relationships. Those relationships are important. Nourish them, nurture them, especially so that when your next relationship comes around, it'll be easier to blend them. And we need love at this time. You need love at this time. It's so important for you to feel love. And it's not going to be the same love, okay? I get it. It's not going to be the same lovey-dovey. But what you're going to have is love, unconditional love that's here to stay. And that is something you can never take for granted. And it's something that you need right now. You need love. Suck up all the love from them because they love you. And they want to be there for you during this time. And sometimes it just takes you saying, hey, I need you. I need you right now. I remember I was having panic attacks when I left the relationship. And I would call my sister at 1, 2, 3 a.m. And she was there for me because she understood that I needed her. And she was able to calm me down every time. So lean on those people. And if you don't have someone, get in touch with me. My email is below. And number 4, lean on faith. I'm a Christian, so my faith in God was imperative during my breakup. Not one of the main reasons why I left him, but I really wanted us to get closer to God because I felt, as someone who grew up Christian, not very strongly, but over the years I've been doing my studies and figuring out where I wanted to be. I've been part of many denominations of Christianity, trying to learn for myself, not what my family is and what my family tell me I should be, but for myself. And I just felt that we needed Christ. I felt like we needed God. I felt like we needed that structure. And it was very difficult for me to carry him along when I wasn't there myself. I was carrying myself. So it's not a reason why I left, but it definitely allows me to catapult into that and to dive into that and to lean on faith. Faith has been so important for me throughout this journey. Prayer, going to church, studying, learning about God and what the rule book, which is the Bible, what it says about things like relationships, and understanding that, wow, I wasn't in a relationship that was good for me. The Bible states the kind of relationships that we should have. And it's not all about submission and hierarchies. And no, there's clear instructions. The Bible continues to tell men that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Women are the prize, and not in the Lori Harvey, social media way. Women are the prize, no. But if you're with someone who understands the word and has faith, then he will understand that women are the prize because we are to be cherished. When the Bible says that women are the weaker ones, they don't mean that we're weak mentally. It means that we're fragile. We're supposed to be treated as fragile and special and treated with care, handled with care. And I realized I was never that in that relationship. So me leaning on God and learning and me asking for strength really helped for me. But if religion isn't for you, then lean on faith. Lean on faith that it's not over till the fat lady sings. Lean on faith that you will love again, that you will be loved again, that this is not the end. Lean on faith that you made the right decision for yourself, for your peace of mind, for your soul. It's really important for you to understand that if you're religious or not, there are higher powers working all around us. And it's important to find out what that is for yourself. So I'm not saying go be a Christian. I'm just saying find out for yourself. But faith for me really helped, really helped. And I'm still on my faithful journey. I'm not perfect. I never will be. But I'm learning every day. I'm getting stronger every day. And it's really helping me. So those are just a few tips on how to move on from your relationship. It's not going to be easy, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I know that sounds cheesy. And if I was to hear it when I was in my, weakest moment, I'd be like, okay, whatever, there's light. But no, for real, 10 years I spent, 10 years with someone that meant everything to me at the time. But I made it through and I'm still on my journey. I'm still on my healing journey. I'm definitely over the relationship in the sense of that wasn't good for me. That's so clear. So clear. We weren't good for each other at the end. I won't put it all on him. There was a lot on his side. I'm not going to lie. But we were at the end, we were not good for each other. Like I said, just because I endure, but then I complain and cause havoc doesn't mean that it's any better. So at the end, we weren't good for each other. So I'm so much better for it. And my life is so much more peaceful. I have less anxiety. I'm in a better headspace. I'm more disciplined. Just so much good has come out of it. So many opportunities have opened. I'm going to do another video, I think, showing the signs that you've made a right choice, because certain things have happened since our breakup that have shown me, yeah, this was the best decision I've ever made. So I think I'm going to, let me know in the comments if you want that video. But yeah, I really hope this video helps. Let me know if it's helped you. Let me know what points you think you're going to struggle with, or what points you think will really help or have helped. Anything else that I've missed out, let me know in the comments. As usual, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And until next time, bye friends.